So for some reason, adults like to give away prizes of live animals to children at carnivals. Doesn't make sense. But it's most likely going to be a comet goldfish or a common goldfish, which get huge. So either way, you're the proud owner of a carnival goldfish, or your kid brought home three of them, and you want to do the most responsible thing. So option number one, and it's your best option, is rehoming. You'll find out why it's the best option in a minute. But find a friend who's willing to take it if they have a pond or they know how to keep fish and they know what to do with it. You can bring it to a local pet store. Stores like big chain stores like PetSmart and Petco really aren't apt to taking in fish like that, just because they have to go through a whole quarantining process in case they have potential diseases, and big chain pet stores just aren't. They don't do that a lot. You can always try, but they most likely won't take it. You can find a rehoming group on Facebook, Reddit, Craigslist if you're daring. So that's option one, is to rehome it. Option number two, keep it. So you can't keep it in a bowl, you can't keep it in a vase, and you cannot keep it in anything less than 55 to 75 gallons. Ideally, they should be in a pond because they are pond fish. So some quick facts about comet goldfish is that they can get about 16 inches, give or take, in size. So that's about a foot and a half, maybe. But they can get huge, and they can live for about 30 years. They're a cold water fish. They need tons of filtration, tons of aeration, and just a lot of care. And like I said, 55 to 75 gallons really is the minimum tank size for these fish. They should be in a pond. But the $5 ticket it costs you to win one of these fish is going to cost you about $300 to $500 to take care of it the right way. You can't keep it in a bowl, you can't keep it in a vase because of number one, there's no aeration. Goldfish need a lot of oxygen and they can suffocate. Believe it or not, fish can suffocate. And vases and bowls can't hold a cycle. They're just not big enough. Their growth will get stunted. It's just not right. It's inhumane and unnecessary. The third option, unfortunately, is euthanasia. If you don't have access to either of those two options that I just mentioned, you might have to euthanize. The best way to euthanize a fish, which is agreed upon in the fish keeping community, is clove oil. You don't want to do blunt force trauma. You don't want to freeze it. You don't want to flush it while it's still alive. That's traumatic for everybody involved. Um, and clove oil is, like I said, it's the most agreed upon humane way. I'm not going to give a full tutorial on how to do it. There's tons of them out there. But basically, you mix a ratio of clove oil and water, and you slowly add it into the container that the fish is in, and it gets sedated and like paralyzed and just completely unconscious. And then once the fish is completely sedated, you add the rest of the clove oil in, and after a little bit, that will completely end the functions in the fish, and they will die sedated. So it's probably the best way to do it, honestly. So yeah, good luck with your carnival fish.